Welcome students and welcome to the course of machine design. Today we are going to see a numerical on boiler joint. As an engineer or specifically say as a design engineer, you have to design a boiler and that will be a very big work for your career because the failure of your design may lead to the loss of money as well as loss of life also. Okay, so you have to careful about designing, and as we discuss the design procedure according to Indian boiler regulation, and here we are going to see the application of both the design step. You may see a numerical in the front of your mobile, and I am giving you 1 minute time to read this problem and keeping the given in your mind. Then after I will read for you, and what will be the possible way to understand the question we will discuss later on. Okay, I am giving 30-second time. Okay, now a double riveted lap joint with zigzag riveting. So you have to mark the zigzag riveting. By reading the question, your mind will be in the direction that what you are going to see in the data book, design data book. Okay, it is important for you. So I am marking it with zigzag riveting. It is, and is to be designed for 13 thick plate. Okay, means the thickness is already given. That means you are not going to find out any thickness, that is T is equal to P multiplied by D upon 2 sigma T into eta L plus 1 for corrosion allowance. Okay, you are not going to find out because it is already given in your question, that is thickness will be 13 thick. Okay, assume what you are going to assume. Assume sigma T is equal to 80 MPa, that is sigma T is equal to means tensile stress value, and shear stress value tau is equal to 60 MPa, and sigma C, that is 120 MPa, that is crushing stress value. Okay, state how the joint will fail and find the efficiency of the joint. Means you have to see how the joint may be fail and find its efficiency. Okay, we had already done the efficiency portion already, so we are not going to worry about this. Okay, as we had already discussed that at the instant you stop reading the question, you have to write the given. Okay, why you are going to write given? Because you are not going to read question timely, okay, or one by one, or for the finding given portion. Okay, so write it, and in the solution portion you may already see that is T is equal to 13 given, sigma T 80 MPa given, tau is equal to 60 MPa given, and sigma C 120 MPa already given. Now the first step will be the diameter of the rivet. If thickness is not given, अगर thickness नहीं दिया होता, okay, so the thickness will be your first step, but here thickness is already given, So the diameter will be your first step. uh, Diameter is your second step in the actual design procedure, but though thickness is given, so diameter will be your first step. So d is equal to 6 under root t, that is uh, 21.6 millimeter. Okay, and we know, sorry, and by rounding of 21.6 mm to the corresponding integer, it will be 22 millimeter. 22 milliमीटर होना चाहिए diameter. Now here the design data book is necessary. You may see the V. Bhandari design data book, or you may see the IS Khurmi data book. Okay, uh, and from where you may see the corresponding diameter of the rivet hole. Okay, uh, open your data book and find the size of the rivet, 22 mm, that you already get from the solution, and see the corresponding rivet hole, and you may see it will be a 23 mm. 23 mm rivet hole होना चाहिए. Okay, now next step will be the pitch of the rivet. And how you are going to find out? C multiplied by T plus 41.28 mm. C multiplied by T plus 41.28 mm will be your maximum pitch value. Now from where you are going to find the C value? From the data book only. तो डाटा बुक से आप C की वैल्यू देखेंगे, एंड इट विल बी 2.62. thickness is already given, multiply by 13 plus 41.28 is equal to 75.28 mm. Now as we discussed that it is the maximum pitch value, and you have to find out another pitch by equating the equation Pt is equal to Ps, that is shearing resistance will be equal to your tearing resistance value. Okay, got it? Now find out, maybe in the next page. Yes, there is. Now Pt is equal to P minus D into T into sigma T. D you are already find out. Okay, P is the pitch, and T is the thickness, that is sigma T. So P minus 23 from a data book, multiply by 13 is given into sigma T already given, and you may find the P minus 23 multiplied by 1040 Newton. Similarly this is value, this value. Similarly PS value, so PS is equal to N multiply by pi by 4 D square into sigma S value, and from here you may find the value of PS will be 49864 Newton will be the PS value, that is shearing resistance value. Now equating the both, and you may find the P is equal to 71 mm. Now compare this 71 mm to the maximum pitch, which is equal to 75.28. What is the condition that we had discussed in the last video? Okay, so as we have discussed that the maximum pitch or the pitch value that you are getting from equating shearing resistance to the tearing resistance will always be less than the maximum pitch value. Okay, so it is 71 mm and 75.28 is your maximum pitch value. So you have to take the 71 mm as a pitch. Now next step, that is distance between the row of the rivet. Though it is a zigzag riveting, we had already discussed it is a zigzag riveting. Okay, so for zigzag riveting, its value is 0.33p plus 0.67d. So back pitch or the distance between the rows of the rivet will be 40 mm, 40 mm ये हमारा PB का वैल्यू आएगा. And the last, that is margin, and we know that margin is equal to 1.5 d, and from here you are getting 34.5 means 35 mm will be the margin. Okay, you have to round off to the nearest integer only. nearest integer जो आपका होगा वहाँ पे आप लोग को राउंड ऑफ करना होगा. Okay, because for designing purpose you are not going to design for point values. For point value you have to highly precise or highly accurate. So for the safety purpose you are going to increase to the nearest integer so that your plate will be or your design will be safe, and as well as your whole designing for design engineer will also be easy for designing. Okay, now it is the first part of the question. Oh, sorry. Now the second part is to find out the efficiency, and we had done a lot of question on the efficiency of the rivet. Okay, how you are going to find out the efficiency will be the minimum of the three values, that is your shearing resistance, your tearing resistance, or your pressing resistance, divided by unriveted plate strength. Okay, means first we have to find out the three stress value, and then it will be divided by the strength of the unriveted plate. Now first find out tearing resistance. The tearing will be Pt is equal to P minus D into T into sigma T. So P, that is minimum value 71 mm you have to take. So 71 minus 23 is the whole diameter. Okay, multiply by 13, that is thickness, into sigma T will be the tensile stress value, and you may get the value will be 49920 Newton. You may check with your calculator also. Next will be the shearing resistance. So as we know the formula of shearing resistance, because we already did the number of questions on this topic. Okay, so your mind already catch up the shearing resistance formula. So PS is equal to N multiplied by pi by 4 d square into sigma. So PS, that is shearing resistance, is equal to N, though it is double riveted. It is a double riveted lap joint, so N will be 2. Diameter is already given, that is you design according to the rivet hole. So diameter will be 23 square into sigma s or tau, that is 60, and your value will be 49864 Newton. Okay. Next, PC, that is crushing resistance. It is crushing resistance, and how you are going to find out this crushing resistance include the crushing of the plate or the crushing of the rivet head, and this is due to the compressive stress applied on the rivet as well as plate, and the boiler is subjected to intense amount of pressure, that is inside pressure that may try to push the outer surface, okay, or the circumferential surface, and that may lead to the applying the crushing force on the rivet head as well as the plate also, and the formula is n multiplied by d into t into sigma c. Though it is a double riveted, it is n value is 2 multiplied by 23 multiplied by 30 into sigma c, which is 120, and your value will be 71766 Newton. 71766 Newton will be your crushing resistance value. Now find out the strength of unriveted plate. How you are going to find out? Uh, Strength is denoted by P is equal to a small p, that is denotation of pitch, multiplied by T into sigma T. So pitch is already given, sorry, we had find out from the formula and from the numerical. So P is equal to 71 multiplied by thickness already given in the question, that is 13, multiplied by sigma T, that is tensile stress already given in the question, and you may find the value, that is 73840 Newton is the strength of unriveted plate. Okay. Now the next procedure will be find out the minimum of the three, that is tearing resistance, shearing resistance, and crushing resistance. You may find the minimum value will be the shearing resistance value 49864 Newton. The tearing resistance value is 49920 Newton. It is greater than the shearing resistance value. Please keep in mind that minimum value will be for any of the failure stress, that is for tearing, for the shearing, for the crushing. We had did number of question, and we had already seen that the value vary or the minimum value vary according to the question criteria. So what you are going to do, you are going to divide the minimum value, that is your shearing resistance value, to the strength of unriveted plate. यहाँ पे प्लेट होना चाहिए, यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं प्लेट, strength of unriveted plate. Okay. Now next page. So efficiency will be PS, that is shearing stress divided by strength of unriveted plate. So 49864 divided by 73840, it is 0.675 is equal to 67.5%. that is efficiency of the rivet. Okay. Now in the next lecture we will